You thought they cared. They laughed with you, cried with you, even seemed to understand you better than anyone else. It felt like they mirrored your very soul, like you had found someone truly connected to your heart. But all of it was an illusion, a carefully crafted mask hiding a far darker truth. What if the person you trusted most is not who they pretend to be? What if behind that warm smile lies someone who doesn't feel the way you do, someone who uses your kindness to their advantage? This is the world of a sociopath. A sociopath is someone who lacks empathy, who cannot truly understand or share your feelings. They don't feel guilt or remorse the way ordinary people do. Instead, they see emotions as tools, weapons even, to manipulate and control. They charm you, they lie, without blinking, and they do it all with a cold, calculating mind that sees people not as friends or loved ones, but as pawns in their game. Sociopaths aren't just characters in crime dramas or the villains in movies. They live quietly among us, at work, in our families, in relationships we never suspected could be so dangerous. The stakes are real, and the damage they cause can be devastating. This video will reveal 5 chilling warning signs that show you might be dealing with a sociopath. Signs so clear once you know them, but easy to miss when you're caught in the web. And you need to know these signs now, because the longer you stay, the deeper the harm. The 5th sign in particular is the most dangerous of all. It doesn't just break trust or hurt feelings. It rewires the way you think and feel about yourself and the world around you. So stay with me. What you learn here could be the difference between freedom and a lifetime of regret. After you begin to see cracks in that carefully built mask, the first thing you might notice is how incredibly charming they were at the start. Imagine meeting someone new who suddenly makes you feel like you are the most important person in the world. Every word they say, every glance they give, feels like it's meant just for you. They listen with intense focus, laugh at your jokes, remember every little detail about your life, and make you feel like you've found your perfect match or your ideal friend or boss. This overwhelming attention and warmth can feel like magic, like fate itself has brought you together. But what if this dazzling charm isn't real? What if it's a tactic? Sociopaths are masters of what experts call love bombing. They flood you with affection, compliments, and grand gestures so quickly and intensely that you can't help but be swept away. They mirror your words, your likes, your style, even your emotions, to create the illusion that you are perfectly connected. This is no accident. Psychologically, sociopaths use superficial charm as a weapon. They know that by making you feel special and understood, they can lower your guard and win your trust fast. Their charm disarms your natural caution, making it easier to pull you into their world before you realize anything is wrong. The danger is that this feels so good and so natural that you don't suspect it's a strategy designed to trap you. It might seem like you found a soulmate in just a few days or weeks, but that's a huge red flag. Real connections take time to build. When someone is too good to be true right away, it often means they are hiding something deeper and darker. Think about someone you know. A friend who seemed perfect at first but later revealed a hidden side. Or a boss who charmed everyone but then caused chaos behind closed doors. These are the signs of the charm offensive. A sociopath's first move to pull you in. So if someone becomes your soulmate in days, ask yourself why. Why are they rushing? What are they really after? Recognizing this early can save you from falling deeper into a dangerous trap. That overwhelming charm you once trusted soon gives way to a darker, more unsettling truth. Sociopaths lie as easily as breathing. But these lies aren't just about protecting themselves from trouble. They are tools to control you. Unlike most people who lie to avoid punishment or embarrassment, sociopaths lie simply because they can, and because it gives them power over you. They don't hesitate or stumble. Their falsehoods flow smoothly, often about things that don't even seem to matter. They rewrite moments from the past as if they never happened, deny facts that you know to be true, and twist reality so cleverly that you begin to doubt your own memory. This is what experts call gaslighting, the cruel art of making you question what you saw, heard, or felt. For example, if you confront them about a hurtful comment or broken promise, they might instantly shift the blame onto you, insisting you're the one confused or being unreasonable. This kind of manipulation is more than just lying. It's a psychological trap designed to keep you off balance and under their control. There's even a dark thrill for them in this deception. Sociopaths often lie not out of necessity, but to see how far they can push the boundaries and how much influence they truly hold over you. Research on people with antisocial personality disorder, which includes sociopaths, shows that pathological lying is a hallmark trait. Lying becomes a way of life, a constant tool to manipulate every situation. One expert put it simply, to a sociopath, truth is whatever suits them at the moment. This means there is no fixed reality with them, only whatever story they choose to tell at any given time. The most chilling moment is when you finally realize that everything you thought you knew about this person was a carefully woven web of lies. The foundation of your relationship, your trust, and your memories all begin to crumble because it was never real. Understanding this is painful but necessary. Once you see through their deception, you can start protecting yourself before it's too late. When the lies start to fall away, what's left can feel colder than anything you imagined. Imagine a moment when you are hurting deeply. Maybe you've shared your pain or you've cried out for support, and the person you trusted simply doesn't flinch. There is no comfort, no warmth, no sign they understand or care. Instead, you get something else, a calm, almost clinical analysis, as if your feelings are just a problem to be solved or ignored. This emptiness isn't just a lack of kindness, it runs much deeper. Scientists and psychologists have found that sociopaths have differences in their brain function, areas responsible for empathy, the ability to feel and understand others. Emotions are underdeveloped or don't work the way they should. What's worse is that sociopaths often learn how to copy empathy, like actors performing a script. They might say the right things or show the right expressions, but it's hollow, without real feeling behind it. Their reactions don't match the moment. They may be delayed, oddly timed, or simply off in a way that feels unsettling. To them, emotions aren't signals to connect with others. They are seen as weaknesses or inconveniences that get in the way of their goals. Sometimes this coldness turns into something darker. Sociopaths may watch others suffer without a flicker of remorse or guilt, Some even seem to take pleasure in causing pain or watching it unfold. That moment when you realize this is chilling, you cried and they just blinked. That blink is a silent message that they are not like you. Their heart doesn't beat with the same rhythm, and their mind doesn't process emotions in a normal way. This lack of empathy isn't something you can fix or teach. You cannot open a door that was never built to swing. No amount of kindness, patience, or explanation will spark genuine empathy where the wiring simply isn't there. Understanding this helps you see why staying close to someone like this is so dangerous. They don't just hurt you by accident. They do it because they truly don't feel what you feel. Recognizing this emptiness behind the eyes is a warning sign you cannot ignore. What keeps a sociopath going, what fuels their twisted world, is control. Like air they need to breathe. Every small interaction becomes a chance to grab power over you, to pull the strings just enough so you feel tangled, but still reaching for their approval. They don't just want to be close, they want to be in charge. Slowly, almost without you noticing, they start to cut you off from friends, family, or anything that could give you strength. Your freedom begins to shrink as they undermine your confidence bit by bit. One moment, they might shower you with affection, making you feel like you're the most important person in their world. Then suddenly, they pull away, leaving you confused and desperate to win back that warmth. Praise turns to shame, kindness to cold silence, and you're left wondering what you did wrong. This push and pull isn't random. It's a careful game called intermittent reinforcement, where you keep playing because every now and then, you get a small reward. It's like a slot machine you can't stop spinning, hoping for the jackpot that never really comes. This control can show up in many ways. Your finances might be managed by them, your emotions constantly tested, or even your personal choices restricted, all disguised as caring or protecting you. Maybe it's a boss who quietly sabotages your work, but then steps in to help. Or a partner who controls your schedule, deciding where you go, who you see, and when you speak. They create a dependence that feels impossible to break, and when you try, they punish you, tightening their grip even more. It's important to understand this is not love. They don't want love. What they want is a leash to keep you close and under their control. This game of power isn't just cruel, it's dangerous, and recognizing it is the first step to breaking free before it's too late. Even after all you've been through, the most dangerous trick a sociopath can pull is to turn everything upside down so you end up feeling like the bad guy. They have this twisted way of flipping reality around. Whatever wrong they do, they project it onto you. If you ever try to call them out or stand up for yourself, suddenly the story changes, and you become the liar, the abuser, or the monster. It's like a constant game of blame where they never take responsibility. What makes this even worse is how they spread these lies to others, painting themselves as the helpless victim, while making you the villain in everyone else's eyes. They bring in what some call flying monkeys, friends, co-workers, or family members they've convinced to join their side and attack you, often without you even knowing. This tactic is dangerous because it isolates you, making you feel alone and confused, while also discrediting your truth in the eyes of others. Over time, this constant blame and gaslighting can break you emotionally, leaving you doubting yourself and apologizing for things that aren't your fault. Remember, they don't need to hurt you with their hands. They destroy you with stories and lies. If you find yourself always apologizing for their actions or trying to fix things that only they have broken, it's a clear sign you are not the problem. Recognizing this painful truth is the hardest but also the most important step toward reclaiming your life. All these signs, the unreal charm that pulls you in, the endless lies that twist the truth, the cold emptiness where empathy should be, the toxic control that traps you, and the cruel role reversal that blames you, are like flashing red lights warning you of danger. Sociopaths don't just hurt your feelings or break your trust. They chip away at who you are, leaving deep psychological scars that make you question yourself and forget your own worth. But here's the most important truth. Once you recognize these signs, you take back your power. Awareness is the first step toward freedom. You don't owe anyone an explanation when you walk away. Protect your mind and your peace instead of feeding their egos. Remember the words of Martha Stout. The only way to win with a sociopath is not to play. If everything around you feels like a nightmare, that's your signal. It's time to wake up and break free.